There's a big part of me that really wishes that when Rutger Hauer passed away back in 2019, that he was buried with the shotgun from this film. I just think that would be totally badass. Hobo with a Shotgun, released in 2011 and is directed by Jason Eisner, who is also behind such projects like Treevenge, The ABCs of Death, VHS 2, and the original trailer for Hobo with a Shotgun that played during the GRINDHOUSE film release in 2007. And this film is starring, of course, Rutger Hauer, Gregory Smith, Molly Dunsworth, Brian Downey, and Nick Bateman. And the reason why we're talking about Hobo with a Shotgun today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from actually two of my subscribers and supporters on this channel. James Filbury and Autumn Blood, you both sent in your own PayPal donation for the same movie, so I thought I'd include both of you on this one. And it's a movie that I've been meaning to check out, like almost all of my movies that I review on this channel now. But I remember picking up the DVD for this at FYE for like $2. It was one of those clearance things, brand new too, wasn't used or anything. But it was one of those just, hey, bought it and sat on my shelf for a very long time, and now I've finally watched it. This is that action exploitation genre that attached itself with that Grindhouse event from Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino back in 2007. And it's just fun. It's mindless, stupid fun. A hobo arrives in a boxcar to Hopetown. Sadly, though, Hopetown is actually called Scumtown because it's being ran by one big giant crime lord known as the Drake. And the Drake's gang can go around and do basically whatever the fuck they want. But all this hobo wants to do is just live a peaceful life, purchase a lawnmower, and start up his own business. However, he's seen too much injustice in this town, and instead of buying the lawnmower, he buys a shotgun. So now he goes around dealing out justice to all of these gang members in the hopes that he can bring peace back to Hopetown. And I'm being joined, of course, by my oldest cat, Max, who actually really enjoyed the movie too. Isn't that right, buddy? You liked it? Or you're looking at something out there, aren't you? What are you doing, bud? He's great. He's fantastic. He's going to be 16 years old this year, and he still acts like a little kitten. Isn't that right, bud? Oh, yes. Yes. So anyway, Hobo with a Shotgun. Should have been Hobo with the Cat, because you would have fucked up all those people, wouldn't you have? Yes, you would have. Would have suckered him in with all of his cuteness and then taken his little polydactyl claws and fucked him up. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing the trailer or a fake trailer for this movie during the Grindhouse event that was put on by Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino back in 2007. In between the two films, they had a bunch of fake trailers for a bunch of fake exploitation films. One of them was Machete, and that got made into a film, and this is the second film from that whole little trailer sequence that was made into its own separate film. Of course, Rutger Hauer wasn't a part of that film back then, but thank God he's signed on, because I think he only elevates this story because it's Rutger Hauer. The man who made us weep with his line of "It's just tears in the rain" from Blade Runner is here in this movie wheeling a shotgun around as a homeless person. Now this genre, it's not for everyone, and I'm not gonna force it upon anyone. I'm just gonna say that I thought it was a lot of fun. A lot of it was very, very stupid, and I had a lot of questions while watching it. Mainly our introduction with the Drake, because the Drake comes on and they're chasing this guy who owes him money, and they put this manhole cover harness thing around his neck and put him into a manhole cover, tie a rope around his head, and then attach that to a car, and they take off and basically behead the guy. And he's doing this in, like, a suburban area where, yes, there are homeless, but there are also people who just live in that area officially, and he's talking to all of them, like in the front of like 50 people, not to mention everyone who's in their house looking down, and he's just doing it. And at first I was like, wait, why are you doing that in front of a bunch of people? Wouldn't they be taking pictures with their camera and sending this to cops, or sending this to law enforcement, sending this to the FBI, you know, higher up the chain? But then I'm also thinking it's a great introduction for a villain, because yes, he is doing this in front of everyone, and he's not flinching. That means that this guy can really get away with anything and he's not worried. That's how powerful this villain is. It's a great introduction, actually. Yeah, you like the introduction of the Drake, Max? Yeah, we like the introduction of the Drake. But I think that was the only part that he liked, because he just got down. and now I'm covered in Max. And like I said, Rutger Hauer, he does elevate the source material here. This could be just your average, stereotypical, stupid, backdoor, shot on a shoestring budget type exploitation film, but with Rutger Hauer here, he adds extra gravitas to the meaning and the purpose behind this character and this concept. And he has a tremendous monologue in the baby ward of the hospital. There he is with his shotgun and in his homeless attire, just looking at all these kids through the window. But he's talking about how you're brought into this world and your parents have these certain expectations and ideas of where your life is going to go. And yes, you could achieve those goals, but you could also end up like him, without direction, without a place to stay, with really no direction at all. Most of the dialogue in here is cheesy and, quite frankly, kind of stupid, but that monologue is very impressive, and it's one of the best monologues I've ever heard. And then you just add Rutger Hauer delivering it, and then it's just elevated that much more. It's a tremendous monologue. Everything else in here, though, it's an exploitation film. So we have a lot of unnecessary blood and guts. We have a lot of unnecessary hatred. A lot of toxic masculinity in here. Like, a lot. It's really disgusting and is meant to get under your skin, so mission accomplished. But the action scenes are a lot of fun too, when he finally gets the shotgun and he's taken out everyone, when he sends someone into a bus to be burned alive. It's all badass. And leading all up to the final battle scene where limbs are getting cut off and lawnmowers are being used to chop people in half. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of stupid fun, and if you're not into this genre, you're definitely not going to like it. But if you can just kind of sit back and turn off your brain and just look at everything, just have a smile on your face, yeah, I think you're going to have a good time with this. I'm going to give Hobo with a Shotgun 3 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
Alright, everyone, now comes my favorite part of my videos, where I pick which movie I'm going to be watching next, and the next one is another PayPal donation from Just Autumn Blood this time. She recommended the film To Live and Die in LA, which makes you ponder the question, why would you want to live and die in LA? I've never heard of this film before. At first I thought this was the Steve Martin LA story film, but it's not, so we'll check it out next time. So guys, have you seen Hobo with a Shotgun? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before, and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm releasing my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time with my review of To Live and Die in LA. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.